Hello, my name is Golnaz and I am a yoga teacher and I also live with lymphedema. I've partnered up with the Lymphedema Support Network and our aim is to create yoga programs suitable for people living with lymphedema or not. Lymphedema is a long-term condition, and as with other chronic conditions, regular exercise and movement can help make you stronger, less anxious, and as you produce endorphins with your exercise, you can improve your mood and actually make you feel better. Regular movement helps maintain a good weight, keeps your joints flexible, and improves mobility. Before you undertake any new exercise regime, it's very important that you check with your GP or lymphedema practitioner that it is suitable for you in your individual circumstances and that you build up gradually. You should not experience any pain or increase in your swelling, and should you do so, it's important that you stop and seek further advice. Studies have shown that muscle activity is very important when your lymphatic system is not working efficiently. And any exercise or movement that you can do will be helpful in controlling your swelling, especially when you also wear your compression. Yoga can be a particular benefit in lymphedema as it focuses not just on movement, but also on breathing and relaxation. Remember, any exercise regime needs to start with a period of warm-up and a cool down afterwards. These videos have been designed to be helpful for those of you with swelling or at risk of developing it. They are simple and you do not have to have done yoga before you have a go. The ladies in all our films have or are at risk of developing lymphedema. Some regularly enjoy yoga and some are new to it. So we hope you enjoy these programs. Thank you. Lying on your back, keeping your knees bent or legs straight. Connecting to your body, just allowing your body to rest here, body effortless. Place your hands onto your abdomen and starting to connect to your breath, just noticing what it feels to breathe in and out initially. And then gradually starting to lengthen your inhales and exhales slightly longer than your effortless breath. And starting to even out your inhales and exhales. So maybe to a count of 4 on the inhale, count of 4 on the exhale. Taking your time. Really allowing your whole presence to arrive and be here on the mat. Relaxing and letting go of any tension in the body. Let the floor support you. Soften your mouth, tongue is off the roof of the mouth, neck and shoulders are relaxed. And connecting to that breath in the abdomen. Slow, calm, steady breathing. Now, gently take your knees in towards your chest, hug your knees in. Initially move in any way you wish to, and then place your right hand onto your right knee, left hand on left knee, fingers pointing towards your feet. And as you inhale, take the knees away from the body, exhale, bring the knees back towards the body. Don't let go of the knees, just moving gently. As you inhale, the knees draw away from the torso. As you exhale, come back in. Creating a moving meditation with your breath here as you move your body. Gently and slowly, body moves with the flow of your breath. And then from here, we're going to do some frog circles. So you're going to take your knees away from each other, away from the torso, together and back towards the torso. So big circular motions for the hip joints. You are allowing the hip joints to start warming up, creating space. It's moving a few circles in one direction, a few circles in the other direction. And then from here, you're going to place your hands on the back of your thighs. And as you inhale, you're going to take your legs up towards the ceiling, straighten the legs as much as you can. Keep supporting yourself. As you exhale, drop the legs down. So keep supporting the legs, keep drawing the navel in towards the spine, protecting your lower back by slightly contracting your abdominal muscles. Always remember, you need to have a healthy awareness of your ability, what you're capable of doing here. So if you can't straighten your legs all the way up, just do as much as you can. Working on opening up the back of the legs, those knee joints. And now with the feet up towards the ceiling, you can start to take your hands away if you want more work. Otherwise, keep your hands on the back of your legs and start making circles with your ankles. Again, few circles in one direction and a few circles in the opposite direction. Just moving from side to side and working your wrists here as well as your ankles, and then hugging the knees once again. Now from here, if you need to, place your feet onto the mat and have your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And then keep your arms by the side of the body. If you want, still keep your legs up off the floor so you can work your core a little bit here. But arms are shoulder height, palms facing up. And you're going to drop your knees over to the left as you inhale. And as you exhale, bring the knees over to the center. And then exhale, drop your knees over to the right. And inhale, come back to center, moving from side to side. I like to call this one windshield wiper legs. So maintaining again that strength in the abdominal region. If your feet are on the floor, just move as much as you can from side to side. If your legs are up in the air, try to not touch your knees to the floor. See how far you can go down, and then draw your legs back up by using your abdominal muscles. And when you've done equally on both sides, just hug your knees once again in towards your chest. And this time, keeping your hands interlaced around your right knee, extend your left leg out onto the floor. If you need to, keep your left leg bent. If that left leg is straight, point the left toes up towards the ceiling and really push the sole of your foot away from you as you gently allow your right knee to drop in towards your right armpit. Feeling a nice opening here in your legs, in the groin area. Make sure you're softening the shoulders. And if your eyes are open, keep your gaze soft and steady to one point on the ceiling. It helps with making the mind more still, less chitter chatter in the mind. If the mind wanders, gently rein it back in by connecting to the count of your breath if you need to. And then maybe doing a gentle twist here with your knee coming over, and hug your knees in towards your chest. And we'll take the pose on the other side. So keeping the left knee hugged in, doing whatever you did on the other side. So if the right leg now should be bent or straight, depending on what you did on the other side, and just breathing into it. Make sure that you have your back is even onto the mat on the floor, so you're not toppling over to one side. And take your awareness all the way from the back of your head all the way to that right heel, that sole of the right foot on the floor. Just notice how your back is feeling here. Drawing that knee in towards the chest. And then if you did a little twist, taking your left knee across the body just for a moment, incorporating a gentle twist before you bring both legs back together, hugging both legs back, so releasing the lower back. And as you exhale, maybe curling up and releasing the feet onto the floor. Taking a number 4 position now. Take your right ankle on top of your left thigh and hug your left thigh in towards the body. If you're not hugging, if it's just enough for you to keep your right ankle onto your thigh, keep it there. So allow the release to happen. We're using gravity, using our breath and time to release any tension in the parts of the body that need it. And then very gently changing sides. Again, leaving your right foot onto the floor if you want to, otherwise hugging the right knee in towards the chest. Very gently here. Never ever pushing our bodies, making sure that we're working within our range. And never ever comparing yourself to anyone else. And then releasing. Hug both knees in towards your chest. And maybe curl up as you exhale. Just lift the shoulders and head off the floor. And do that a couple more times. Just curl up and down. And then release the feet to the floor. And from here, we're going to go into bridge pose. So feet, knees and hips are in line with each other, arms by the side of the body. And you're going to start lifting your tailbone up and your spine off the floor, bone by bone. And if you want to take your arms above your head, keep your arms by the side of the body if you need to. And as you exhale, bring the arms and hips down at the same time. So inhale, take the arms up, hips all the way up. And as you exhale, coming back down, make sure that your feet are parallel, knees are hip width apart, your feet, knees and hips are all in one line. And imagine you've got this invisible ball in between your knees. So you don't want to pop the balloon and you don't want to let the balloon fly away. So you're slightly activating your inner thighs. Just moving with your breath. As you inhale, arms go back, lifting the spine, coming to the tops of your shoulders. As you exhale, bring the spine back down, bone by bone, slightly tucking the chin in, hug the knees in towards the chest. And release the legs. And turn onto one side to help yourself to come up. Making your way onto all fours. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Really spread your fingers wide. Press into the knuckles of your hands. Press into the palms of your hands. And as you inhale, lift your chest and heart. And as you exhale, round your back. Have a slight micro bend at your elbow so you're not working into the joints. As you inhale, you're opening the front line of the body. As you exhale, you're opening the back line of your body. Really feeling the opening in the back body as you exhale. A few more times here, dropping the belly, drawing the chest up, lifting the chin slightly, and then exhaling. Making sure the weight of your body is evenly distributed between your knees and your wrists. Moving on your breath in your own time. And then from here, take the knees wide apart. Take your toes together and sink in towards your heels. Let your sitting bones touch your heels. Arms extended out. If it's, again, okay for your arms. Otherwise, keep your arms by your side and just sit and enjoy this child's pose. But if you can, take your arms all the way over to the right. Sink your sitting bones towards your heels. Extend your left fingertips away from you. Feel that opening in the left side of your body. And then coming to center and moving your fingertips all the way over to the left. Dropping your heels down, your sitting bones down rather. And then coming back to center. Coming back onto all fours. And coming to sit in a cross-legged position. Maybe, like the ladies here, using a block, or you can use pillows, cushions, rolled up blankets, and sitting cross-legged here, taking your right shin in front of your left. Flex your feet, protect your knee joints here as you flex your feet, draw your toes towards your shins, and removing any flesh from underneath your sitting bones, so you're sitting directly onto your sitting bones, and take your fingertips behind your back, sitting up tall. And then as you exhale, fold forward. Try to keep the head back, the chest open. So try not to round your back. And breathing here. Releasing and letting go. Soften. Again, if thoughts interrupt you in your yoga practice, just come back to the rhythm of your breath. Find the stillness. Then as you inhale, come back up. Change the cross of the legs. Take the opposite leg, so your left shin in front. Flex your feet. Remove flesh from underneath the sitting bones once again. Fingertips go behind your back. Sitting up tall. Maybe staying here. Maybe that's enough for you. But if you can keep a straight spine, fold forward and take your fingertips forward. Allowing the knees to open up. Allowing the hips to open up. And you're soft. You're letting go. And gently come back up to a tall seated position. Sitting up tall. Noticing the shift of energy that you've created for yourself. And taking your hands prayer position next to your heart. Just bow to your heart, your inner teacher. Thank you for practicing with us today.